Hey, what's going on? So I'm in on a live move right now based on my proprietary strategies. Okay, this is ICT idea, but I'm the one that created the strategy for it. So the way it works is this is a double strategy here. That's why I should have put more leverage on, but I didn't. I want to explain this move and then I'll explain two other moves. Basically, the way this works is this range right here. You see this turquoise line? This is at the 5 a.m. So what I do is I put the Fibonacci on the midnight opening price. Okay, so this is midnight here. So what I do is I grab this fib right here and I put it on, I got it locked. I put it on the midnight opening price here. Okay, that means from midnight to 12:30. And then what happens is I have proprietary levels where on oil specifically, it creates a range. It creates a range. Okay, when price comes up to this range, it's extremely high, damn near 100% that it's gonna fill in this range. And this line is after 5 a.m. So you see it came down here to fill in this range down here. Between this line and this line, and between this line and this line is equal distance. But at the 5 a.m., the probability to go through the roof that if it touches this line is going to come up to here at least. Okay, that was on Friday. That was on yesterday. So let me go back to where we are today. So we have a double. What I'm trying to explain is we have a double range now, and I'll explain that. Let me put this back on. So what we have right now is see it's spiking up. We have a double range. So this is yesterday's after 5 a.m. range, and this is today's after 5 a.m. range. You see, so when price touches this line, it's basically 100% that it's going to come up to here. And this is after 5 a.m. yesterday. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I went on ahead and went long right here with that green line. Hopefully we don't see a retracement, but based on what I'm seeing, it's probably going to rock it up. That's why I went on ahead and got in for a buy right here. You see what I'm saying? I'm getting in on these buys and sells based on proprietary strategies I took time to create. So that's what I'm saying. Like if people are out here doubting, letting people get in their head about this trading stuff, it's like you have to have the data. That's the only way you're gonna have the confidence. Okay. I see some people in the chat, you know, talking about different traders talking down on them because their trades are not hitting. It's like you got to do more back testing. Okay, so when price touches this line, I'm going to get out, even though I can wait for price to come up to this line. But you have to have the data, people. You have to sit in a chair. You have to get on the computer. You have to be willing to look crazy, being on a computer all day. Back testing. We're mining for gold. We're practicing a jump shot. So when we go on the court, the probability of us shooting is going to be higher. Just like Steph Curry. So I'm waiting for price to come up to this line. Um, that's why I got in right here. And then when it touches this line, I'm going to get out. You see what I'm saying? Like it could keep running, but I have to trade this based on the data itself. You see, this is just a quick scalp. And this usually don't happen where we see like a huge candle right here. Usually it's some kind of retracement, but I went long right here, and the broker actually gave me a good position because usually they'll try to, you know, but price may end up retracing down. If it does, that's fine. I probably should sell right here, but I'm gonna hold for the target. If it goes below this green line, I'm just gonna get back in on another position because it could come down here to this bullish breaker right here. Uh, yeah, so it looked like it's about to hit the target. I believe it's gonna hit the one from yesterday too. But the way what I'm saying is, hold on. You have to have the data, folks. That's the only way you're gonna have confidence in this stuff is if you have the data. Other people don't have the data. The traders just doubting you and all of that stuff that I see in the group chat. You got to have the data. I have the data. That's why I talk the way I do. That's why I have the confidence the way I do. That's why I move the way I do because no matter what other people think, I have the data. I have the numbers. Especially one of them traders in the group chat who was talking crazy last week, talking about what I'm doing is guesswork. I'm like, homie, I got the data. That's why I talk the way I do. That's why it ain't about having $1 million just yet. It's about the data. Does this shit repeat every single day if it sets up? Yes, it does. Whether you believe that or not. That's why I talk the way I do. Can't nobody do shit about it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get out the trade because the target has been hit. Okay, so it's just a small move. Um, I should have held on, but this would have been gambling because I don't have the data that says, what price is going to do beyond this point, just based on scalping. All right. I'll explain two other moves in the next 30 seconds, then I'll end the video. Now, this is another proprietary move that I have right here, but this is where it can go against you, but not go against you. You see, when this yellow line was breached right here, see, this line was breached right here. So this means that I can buy it up to this second yellow line here. This is my proprietary data. This is based on, this is the London session right here. Okay. I put the Fibonacci on 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. Okay. And then if you are not lazy, you're going to figure out that price hits certain levels over and over again. So it's going to take a lot of time for you to come up with this. So I can buy it up to here, but when price is retracing down, usually I would take a buy somewhere here or here. But if it touches this purple line here, I have a stop loss re-entry. This is something I've been trying to perfect, and I think I got it down with this now. When it touches this purple line here, you see how I have the data? So this is where the confidence comes from, right? Like people can think whatever they want about this shit. It's like you got to have the data. See, when this purple line was touched, if I was up because I was asleep, if I was up when price touched this purple line, I'm telling you right now, I would have went short down to the second purple line, which is here. And you see that happened as well. So this is a stop loss re-entry. So when this yellow line was touched right here, if I would have went short long here, let's say I would have went long maybe here, and price would have touched the purple line, I would have took a loss, and then I would have got right back in going short. Now some people say this is revenge trading, but it's not revenge trading the way I'm doing it because it's based on science. It's based on Anthony Tillman's proprietary levels that I sat in a chair, looked crazy in front of people, and actually, came up with these levels, and we see that it's still working. When it touched this purple line, I could sell it down to this second purple line. Okay. So that's one of these levels you can come up with if you sit your butt in a chair and do whatever it takes to win, right? So this is a second move right here, and then I'll end the video. This is another level here. So when this level was breached right here, I didn't take this one. This is on demo, but even though these are my levels, I didn't have the confidence to take this one, which was kind of stupid, a stupid decision. So when it touched right here, I could buy it up to here, but when I started seeing it breach right down right here, I should have went long. But remember, if it touches that purple line, I'm going to take a loss. So I didn't take this when I took it on demo. I got in here on demo, and then I got out when it touched the second green line. Okay, and that's what it did right here. Okay, so these are proprietary levels right here. You can come up with these levels if you use the sessions. All right, thanks for watching.